Hello, my name's Julie and welcome to a very special plan with me for my March Currently page. I'm very excited about creating this Currently page because I'm going to be using stickers from Let's Plan with Sarah that were created especially for me. You can see they're called Julie's Vintage Scrapbook, and because I'm a rep for Sarah, she takes the time to create a sticker sheet based on the interest of her reps as a little thank you, which is so lovely. And I chose a scrapbooking theme. So this plan with me is also going to bring in a little bit of what I do in my scrapbooking as well. I may even show you some of my scrapbook pages at the end of the video. I was going to create a planner spread with these stickers first, but when I looked at my Fun Holiday sticker book for March, I noticed it was National Craft Month, and I was a little bit stuck for ideas for my Currently page apart from the usual St. Patrick's Day. Or sometimes I do a birthday themed spread. But when this sticker sheet came through from Sarah a little bit earlier than expected, I thought, why not use it for National Craft Month for my Currently page? I'm going to be using scrapbook paper from this My Mind's Eye 6x6 scrapbook pad because the colours match with the colours of the stickers. That's something I do when I'm making a spread, is look at the colours of the stickers and try to pick elements that match. So I found this sheet, which has got a lot of the paler colours, but the orange in this really chic girl's hair. And then we've got the orange in this sheet too. I've also grabbed this sheet of American Crafts textured cardstock because I feel like I'm going to need some darker colour to go with the light. This is one of those pages where I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do. I don't have a picture in my head. I'm just going to get crafty. My first idea was to use this across the bottom or top of the page, but as you can see, it's not long enough because it's only a 6x6 sheet of cardstock. But that's quite good because it presents me with a challenge, and I love a challenge. So what I thought I could do instead was use blocks of this colour. So maybe some in this corner and maybe some down here. That's something completely different that I've not done before, and I'm excited to see what it would look like. I also did want to place the girl in a corner, and that will leave this corner free for me to use her if I want to. This is my Fiskars paper trimmer. I use it all the time in my card making, scrapbooking, and of course planning. I'll try to remember to link it in the description. So I'm just going to cut a strip. And then we'll take it from there. I'm not quite sure exactly how big I want it to be, but we'll start with this size. I can always trim it down. I'm going to need to remember I want to put the word currently on the page. So I'm thinking in this corner here, but I don't like how plain it looks against the paper, and I could put washi all around it. That's a little bit fiddly, so I think I'm going to do what I do all the time in my scrapbooking, which is a little bit of matting and layering. When I'm putting photos in my scrapbook, I always mat and layer them, and all that means for those of you who are not card makers or scrapbookers is that I create a little frame to put the photo on. But in this case, I'm not going to frame the photo, I'm going to frame this piece of scrapbook paper so that it has a border. I don't need a border at the top of the page, but I'd like a little border here and at the bottom. So I'm just going to cut it so that I have that little edge. I am wondering if I'm going to be able to fit all the elements on Sarah's sticker sheet on the page, because I will also need to fit boxes for the Currently prompts. I just do a traditional Currently page if you haven't seen any of my previous Currently Plan With Me's. So I just have boxes for things like watching, planning, listening to, hoping for, those sorts of things. Let's see how this looks. So I'm thinking something like this. I could have put a border at the top, but I think it's okay without. Let's just look and see, because I could trim a little bit off if I decide I want to have a border. I always find it so hard to make decisions when I'm crafting. I think that's what takes me the longest time. I think I'll go with my original instinct of just having the border on the inside. So I'll get some double-sided sticky tape. You can use a tape pen. In my scrapbooking, I use double-sided sticky tape. It's pretty easy because you can just tear it with your hands like this, and it's a lot cheaper than buying tape pens. So I tend to save those for using with stickers that maybe haven't quite stuck down and need the edges sticking down. I just use my X-Acto knife to peel off the backing. So you're getting a little bit of a demonstration of what I do in my scrapbooking. Just in case you don't know what scrapbooking is, I know it's not very big in the UK, and I do have some UK viewers. It's just memory keeping. It's a way of putting your photos together, and it can be as simple or as complicated as you like. But because I like getting creative, I do tend to embellish my pages and photographs quite a lot. So now I've got my corner piece. I need something for this corner. I'm thinking, because space is quite limited, just to do a tiny rectangle down here. So as I've shown you my process, I'll be right back when that's done. That's how it looks. I have got the other piece of scrapbook paper, and I'm not sure whether to bring that in as well. I have to say, these colours are giving me flashbacks to my childhood. We used to have a wallpaper that was brown and orange in the 70s. I may add this later, but I think I will add Sarah's stickers next and then see. So the only idea I had really was to put the girl in a corner. And I know I will need a title somewhere too. These are the two larger stickers. Of course, with printables, you can print them out any size you like. I did 2 sheets to a page, but if I'd wanted them bigger, I could have just done 1 sheet to a page. Or if I wanted them smaller, I would do 4 sheets to a page, but I think this is a good size. And although I was going to put her in the corner, I'm actually drawn to putting her there for some reason. But what I'm noticing is this does blend and get swallowed up rather by that. I don't know if I added this one as I was thinking whether it would make any difference. Probably not. And the other thing I do always need to leave a large box for is the news section. So that could go down here. I've just pulled a couple of sheets from box stickers that I've made myself. A few years ago, I printed out lots and lots of different boxes of different types and colours, and then I organised them in this little I Am a Happy Planner happy notes. It's particularly useful for the double box stickers because you don't find many of those in Happy Planner sticker books. I do have Mojo Jojo's rainbow boxes, but they don't have all the colours. So this has been a really useful resource for me. I'm having second thoughts about putting the stickers there just because of what I said about the colours blending in. So I'm going to have a little play around and see where else I might like them. I'm thinking maybe if I add some boxes to this little strip here, it just breaks up that pattern a little bit. And then I could still have the girl where I was thinking of having her. So So let's try that. As I say, I'm really not quite sure what I'm doing with this spread. And we'll put this box in the corner for the in the news. And add her overlapping just a little bit. I don't know how much. Or should I have her here maybe? I think I'm just going to have to go for it. Although that's not very straight. Let's try again. I'm not sure about that, but it's down now. And maybe another box overlapping here. By the time this video is up, the dream sheets should have been released by Sarah in her Etsy shop. I'm just going to add this pen to the box, that makes sense. And then these little pieces of scrapbook paper could just go on the corner here. Every Tuesday she has a release and offers 50% off the release for 24 hours and 25% off everything else in the Etsy shop. So I definitely recommend checking that out. I've decided to use this big sticker up here because it just didn't look right, layering it on top of the scrapbook paper. So I'm thinking perhaps across this box here. I do also have a rep code, Julie20, that you can use for 20% off at other times. I think these scissors are so cute. I love them. Let's put those there. I'm trying to use up as many of the stickers on the sheet as I can because they're so adorable. I'm wondering if I can fit these in. Either there or overlapping. Which do I prefer? I only need about 5 boxes for my currently prompts. I'm not going to be able to fit this one on, it's just too big, but I can save that for another time. I'll definitely be using these stickers in a creative journal spread, so look out for that. I'm leaving this area at the top for the title. I think I might also have to leave the washi tape. I can't really see where I can fit that on. I don't want it looking too crowded. But we can add a few more hearts. And I'm thinking maybe this pen that could lead to the word currently at the top. So I've put March currently, and then I want to have it up the top. I got the currently sticker from an Amber Plans a Day sticker book. I'm just going to join that up to the pen. Just got that little space up the top to fill. just that tiny gap there that's bothering me, and there's this little rose. I feel like that would fill that perfectly. I'm still wondering if I could add this maybe to the corner. Let's go for it. And then I've used up nearly everything, just the washi that's missing. I wasn't too sure about this when I first added the scrapbook paper, but I think it's turned out great in the end. I do love the stickers, they are adorable. All that's left to do is add the prompts. I'll just show you a couple of spreads. This one was from 2018 when we had some snow, and of course I had to go out in the garden and make a snowman. So I used some glitter paper and some glazed cardstock. I always like to have a title, so of course I chose Do You Want to Build a Snowman? And just a few snowmen embellishments and some words. Keep it fairly simple. This one was for my 50th birthday. Hopefully if I hold it at an angle you can see it, but I got lots of balloons obviously, including a Frozen one with Elsa. So I called this page the Balloon Lady, and I use lots of unicorn paper and stickers because I really love unicorns. What I tend to do now with my scrapbooking, rather than just do 12 by 12 pages, is I use the Project Life pocket page system. So for special events and pages I really want to make a 12 by 12 spread, I do that. But the rest of the time I use the pocket pages and put in the photos and just add a few embellishments and the journaling, which of course is the most important part. Let's add the page into my planner. It will soon be time to say goodbye to this winter cover and change it, and the discs, I can't wait. So let's find March. I've punched the holes. It was a little bit tricky with the thickness of the scrapbook paper, but it worked okay. And there it is with all the prompts. I put celebrating, planning, loving, considering, and in the news this month. I really love how it's turned out. You could probably tell from my voice that I wasn't really sure what I was doing, but I usually find if you just keep on going, even when you're not sure, it turns out all right in the end. I think the touch of scrapbook paper does add something different to it, and it was nice to share a little bit of the other hobby that I love. If you haven't checked out Let's Plan with Sarah on Etsy, there is a link in my description, so I definitely recommend taking a look. She works really hard at drawing all the images herself, and my link isn't an affiliate link, but I do get free sheets to share with you, and it's great to be able to support other women in the planner community. Hope you have a great week, and if you've enjoyed this video, do remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy planning! Take care and see you soon.